welcome to day 12 of Once Upon a December. We are off to get some breakfast. Had a bit of a late start. I was intending to hopefully have breakfast at the hotel, but I think we kind of might have missed that boat and it'll probably be a bit late. So I'm gonna find hopefully a nice brunch place nearby and try something new. We don't really go out much to eat. We always do takeaway, and I'm very tempted to do takeaway at the hotel as well. But I think the fact that we are staying right in the city center is encouraging me to just go out, try something. Also, I get nervous about going out with Bubbies because I don't think he really loves going out to cafes. But at the same time, I'm like, we should probably go out so he doesn't become a hermit like his parents, or at least has the option. Like, he wouldn't be terrified to go out, so we should bring him out a little bit more. So we are back in the hotel room and we managed to get back in time so that Bubs was able to take his nap. Toby also had a nap.
I wasn't planning on it, but yes.
And I just sat here journaling. I'm getting so much writing done. I think I'm going to try and fill up most of December just because I have so many thoughts over the last couple of days to add to the journal, but I'm running out of space. Like, there are some days when I'll write in the Hobart cousin and I'll be like, I have not enough thoughts to fill out today, or maybe no thoughts to fill out today. And so it's blank. And then there are days when I have too many thoughts and there's not enough space. So you know what? I'm just not going to worry too much about that. And I'll just, when I feel like writing, I'm just going to write and just pour my heart into it. And if I don't feel like writing, I'm not going to write anything. I think that's what 2023 is going to be like, because I really want all this planning and journaling to serve me better. And I don't want to be this completionist that needs to have everything perfect and everything filled out. It's like, if it fills out naturally, then I'll fill it out.
Oops.
So we just jumped on the chair.
Sorry.
No, it's so good. And if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. So, and I think that's like a healthier mindset. So we'll see. At this place called the One Bao Shop, I don't know if it's going to be good. It seems highly rated online, but it's very empty. So we'll see. But I'm going to get the juicy beef. You can see that the reflection is really strong. 2 juicy beef and the red beans, which is at the bottom here. But yes, Toby's inside getting some right now. So this is the beef bao, and isn't bad. It's pretty good. We're at the basement of Maya, and they have this whole Christmas Santa setup. We're going to do something similar for the first time when we get back, but this is Santa. Actually, a little on the chair, it says 2022 as well. It's very cute. So this is our dinner for this evening. We went to a place called Tasty Buns, which is literally just downstairs. And it has a whole bunch of yum cha related goods, so we thought we'd have this for dinner. Simple, it's easy to get. Itadakimasu.
Itadakimasu.
Good morning, Internet. It is day 13 of Once Upon a December. It's my birthday today. I completely forgot it was my birthday until Tobias surprised me with birthday cards from Bubs and himself, which is really nice. But we're not actually planning to do much. This is such a flattering angle. No plans. Like, usually we would do like a dinner out or something like that. It just is not feasible.
Very flexible day, I would say, with him.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we're totally happy to be as flexible as we need to be so that you're happy.
Yeah, so we're just going to, there's a Japanese deli that I really want to go to, so I'm kind of treating that as my birthday treat, in that I'm going to allow myself to buy whatever I want there. Sorry, it's just like he's smiling and he's so cute.
He's very happy.
He's so happy. Yeah. So we're gonna go there. We might take a walk to the wharf, potentially. Potentially this evening we might go to Mount Wellington, because we realized we're not taking very many family pictures together. So Mount Wellington might be a nice place to go, but it's going to be a pretty chill day. It's also our last full day in Hobart and we fly back tomorrow. So I will have to figure out how we are going to manage the ear popping situation. so that you're in less pain when we go down. All right, let's go. Kinoko. And this is the deli Kinoko. I don't know if I can film inside, but I am excited to see what is inside. Okay, so these are the bentos. They're not quite what I thought they would be. I thought they'd be like the Shinkansen bentos, but they're not bad either.
Okay.
There's chicken curry, gratin, salmon croquettes.
Potato salad and cucumber. And then we have an okonomiyaki and potato starch noodles.
Itadakimasu.
Itadakimasu.
We are gonna walk down to the harbour. Lunch was really good. Definitely not what I thought it would be, but it was still really nice. And
So pretty stuffed.
yeah, I feel really full. The weather's still pretty good, not raining yet. So we're gonna go down to the harbour and see what it's like. And hopefully Bubs will fall asleep. There is a Santa on a motorcycle. Yeah, covered in tinsel. I appreciate he's waving to like all the kids and people walk by. He's very cheerful. Bye, Santa. Hobart Town Hall, and I feel like this is flagship station park. Flagstaff, yeah, that's right. And back there, if I can zoom out, it's the GPO. Made it to the wharves. Not a very big one, from what I can see. But I reckon the spirit of Tasmania will come here. From Melbourne?
Yeah, because that would have to.
Yeah.
I thought there's more on the other side.
Also, these buses, we've been to a lot of these in different cities. We've traveled around the world and they're totally worth it.
Yeah, do them first.
Yeah, they should be the first thing you try to do. Yeah, if you're there for a couple of days, that should be like the first thing you go to, because it gives you a really good overview of the entire city, and then you can kind of like cherry pick what you want to do, because we did that when we were in England for the different cities, and it was really useful. This is what the wharf looks like. And then this is like a cafe or something, and then more boats. It's kind of cool. We're just going to explore some of the ships. Not ships. Ships is kind of a generous term. Boats. This is a nice shot. It's a really nice shot. And that's apparently a very fancy hotel, which I assume would have very nice views. It's very peaceful out here. These like Tassie Devil statues, and then there are some like horses. Hey internet, so we are back in the hotel room. Tobias has gone down to the shops to get some water because we were running out of water, and I guess and I usually prefer to bring like a water filter, even though Australian water is pretty fine to drink, but I got really used to filtering all my water, boiling and filtering it before I drank it during my pregnancy, and I've just kind of feel safer to do that. Because we were flying, I didn't bring my filter, so we have to live with bottled water now. So he's just gone down to get a bit more because we're running out of water. But other than that, Bubs is sleeping. He's taking his afternoon nap. I can't remember what number it is. And I'm just doing some more journaling, and I think I'm going to do some sticker shop planning work as well. I really wanted to spend some time on this break, planning some stuff out for the shop. I just feel so excited and motivated, and I'm really happy. I just wish my life the way it is now could freeze, because I've never been more content. And I'm actually really happy for Tobias as well. I think he's decided I don't think he's going to announce anything. I think he's just going to see how things roll, but he's slowing down Surface Studio. He's moving on to a different business venture. And I think it's one that is much more aligned to his skill set, his interests, the type of life he has now with the child. And I can just see how excited and passionate he is when he even talks about it. Like, he started working on it probably last week, and like every second when Bubs is napping, he's like on it and working on it, and it makes me so happy, to be honest. Like, even if it doesn't pan out the way he thinks it will, it just really makes me happy to see him so passionate about something again, because I feel like he's been not as passionate about Surface Studio for quite a few years, but it was difficult to let go because financially it was doing pretty well, but it just didn't have his heart the way it used to. So when he talked to me about this new venture, and it ticked all the boxes in my mind, like I've always felt that this sort of work he's doing now is more aligned to his life, his interests, and our general career path than Surface Studio was. Surface Studio is quite a separation from the sort of work he does day to day. To be fair, Sticker Shop and YouTube for me kind of is as well, but I still really love it, hence why I'm still vlogging, so I just keep going with it. Though I do have an idea that I want to start working on maybe in the new year. I've been thinking about it for years now, and I really hate that about myself, that I always come up with these ideas and I sit on for like literally 3-4 years, and then I think, okay, I'm gonna do it now, and then I see a bunch of people start doing it and I'm like, it's probably all circumstantial, but it just bugs me that I am like so slow, and I'm just, when I think of something, I should just get on it instead of just sitting on it for years and watching everyone else do it. So I think I'm going to try pushing myself harder in 2023 to get onto my ideas as soon as they come. Even if they fail, I stop, or they don't. I think it's just this fear of failure, and that's why I tend to procrastinate and put things off for a long time. But I think since having Bubs, Tobias and I have just like this newfound motivation to invest in all these things, and I'm just really happy that we're both very supportive of each other and aligned in that way, because it just makes me feel just very content. Yeah, I don't know how, sorry if I'm a bit slow, it's not because I'm like I'm disinterested in what I'm doing, I'm just tired. I'm like always tired. I have a baby, so I'm just always going to be a little bit slow, but the interest in me is there for sure. It's raining at the moment, but we're thinking of still taking a drive out to Mount Wellington. Part of it is because we rented such a huge car because we wanted to see what it'd be like to have a medium SUV. If we want to do more like weekend away trips and stuff like that with Bubs, the amount of stuff you pack for a baby is insane. I don't know if that's the case with children in general, but like we have 2 luggage bags. One is like a huge luggage bag and one is like almost a carry-on. And that huge one is all of like Bub's stuff. And then the small one is just me and Toby. Like we've taken 2/3 of it, and another third of it is still his stuff, Bub's stuff. And then on top of that, we have the diaper bag. And on top of that, we have a pram. So it's like so much is just baby stuff. So every time we do like getaways on the weekend with Bubs, and we've only done one to Cape Shank, it is a real struggle to like fit anything into the car. Like we can manage, but it is a little bit of a struggle, especially because his car seat takes up almost 2 seats in the car. So we, as a family of 3, we can only have one other person in the car, and that's it. So we've been toying with the idea of getting a larger car. I'm 50-50 on it. I think it would be really nice, but I also am worried about the expenses, because cars in general are just, they're expensive to run, and something larger is going to consume more fuel, just be more expensive to maintain, and it's something that we might only use, say, 3-4 times a year. I don't know, depends how often we go, right? I have a friend who goes camping almost every weekend, so for her it probably makes sense, but for us, I just don't think we'll be doing it that often. But yeah, I don't know. So we thought we'd try it out, see what we think of it. We really haven't had a chance to try it out because we've just been in the city the whole time. So the drive to Mount Wellington will let us test it out a little bit more and see if it's something that is viable. So far, I quite like it. I love being so high off the ground. The only issue is parking is much more challenging because my car, I drive like a Ford Laser, so it's like this tiny car, and it suits me just fine. And I don't really, that car is really just my car to go to and from work. I have a car seat in there for Bubs, so usually when I go out, it's just me and him. So it's really simple, but Tobias's car is the one we use when we go for like vacations and stuff like that. So it would be nice to test it out a little bit more and see what we think, but I have a feeling we really like it. We just don't want to spend, it's just a money issue really. Just like it's a cost value sort of thing. Is it worth it? Is it not? I don't know. Mount Wellington. I don't know if you can tell, but it's all white because we're in the clouds. So basically there is no view. Yes, there's no view because we're in the clouds. So we can't see anything. I just have to explain it to the baby so he understands what's happening. It's true. So it is true. It is a unique experience, according to Tobias. Why does it feel like this camera has a filter on it? I have no idea. Let me check. So we have made it to the top of Mount Wellington. It is pouring rain and there is like hardly anyone here. So I kind of like it. Maybe not the pouring rain part, but I love that there's like hardly anyone here. And it's just, there's the walkout point, I think.
Yeah, I think that's that's walkout. Look out over Hobart.
It's so pretty. Maybe if it wasn't pouring rain, this would be really nice. But like it'd be really nice to go out. I don't know if I can go out.
This kind of looks like a different planet.
It does look like a different planet.
It's like something out of Tasmania in front of us.
Yeah, it's like Astroneer. That is so cool. Honestly, it's kind of nice. I really like it because usually you always come to these places when it's like. Usually you only come to these places when it's like good temperature, good weather. But now when you come when it's not perfect, actually really cool.
So yeah.
See, that's the walkway out here that is like super popular. If I find pictures, I'll put them in the video so you can see what they're supposed to look like when it's not rainy. And back there's like a glass house section, which is also really, really nice as well. I mean, this is nice. I'd come back here if it was a good weather day, but then you'd have so many people here. You know, it'd be really nice sunset or sunrise. But I'm not sure whether waking up at 3 a.m. to witness sunrise is really our vibe anymore.
Yeah, I mean, we sometimes are awake at 3 a.m., but not really in the mode to go out.
No, I don't think we could go out. We're mostly just trying to settle someone. Not saying, not naming names or anything. Just, but that somebody needs to be settled and fed. Not me or Tobias.
And diaper changed.
And have their diaper changed. Not naming names. I'm so glad we rented this car because look how much space we have at the back. Enough for a playmat so that we were able to take Bubs out of his car seat, let him roll around for a little bit, give him a feed, change his nappy, and so now he's like refreshed and now we can actually drive back to the hotel. But this car is just so huge. We have this entire mat that fits here from IKEA. I'm sitting there and then Tobias is driving up front. There's even space for bubble tea. So this is kind of amazing. But I think it's time for us to head back. Bubs is sleeping.
He's pretty knackered though. He hasn't had much sleep overnight all day.
And so now we get to sit down and eat birthday cake.
Your birthday cake. I didn't get the candle, sorry.
Well, Japanese cheesecake, so I'm pretty happy about that. It is the end of the night. And as you can see, after taking a shower, I finally washed my hair. Before I gave birth, I would wash my hair once a week. Because like for many years, it was just all my hair really needed. Plus, I straighten my hair. Like in the past, I would have straightened my hair all the time. So I didn't really want to wash it too often because it meant I had to straighten it consistently. So I just got into the habit of washing it once a week, and that was enough. Since having a child, I will admit that I can sometimes stretch it to 1.5 weeks. I think one time I went 2 weeks and I felt gross, but it's been like a week and a half since I washed my hair, so I desperately felt like I needed to wash it, especially because tomorrow we are flying back to Melbourne and I don't want to be like stuck in an airplane feeling gross and then having like hair that needed to be washed. It's just not it. So I finally got to wash it. I'm just trying to let it air dry as much as possible before I go to bed because I really don't want to go to bed with wet hair. It gives me headaches and I just feel really uncomfortable, but at the same time I can't use the hair dryer here because Bubs is sleeping and it would wake him up. So I'm just doing the best I can, towel drying as best I can. Yeah, and if I have time tomorrow morning I might try straightening it because like, I don't mind, like I'm getting more used to the way my hair naturally is, like, but it's just like I'm so used to seeing myself with straight hair that it feels weird to see my hair being natural now. But there's just so many other things I'd rather spend my time doing than straightening my hair, you know what I mean? So that's why I don't really straighten my hair now anymore. Maybe that will change when I go back to work, who knows. But yeah, I thought I would sign off. It has been a magical holiday. I don't know if I mentioned it yesterday, I've already booked our next holiday, and I've kind of planned what 2023 might be like. Yeah, I definitely want to do a lot more road trips. I know that Bubs is pretty okay flying. I still have to figure out the whole descent thing. Hopefully I'm gonna pump some milk tomorrow and hopefully that will help him. But I definitely enjoy road trips, so I think we'll be trying to do a lot more of those. Although it might be a little bit more complicated in winter because it'll be really cold, but either way, I just love the break so much. And like Tobias and I were talking before, and we're both saying that we've both never enjoyed holidays as much as we have now. Like there's just so much richer. And actually there's like this whole thing where I've had a lot of like epiphanies in journaling this holiday, which I would have never usually had the time to just sit and focus on journaling, but I have, and I might talk about it in the next videos or so. I don't know, it's pretty boring to be honest. I don't know if anyone's actually interested, but it's just like a lot of self-realization and realizing that I do actually have a lot more control over my life than I give myself credit for, and not just letting life happen, but like having some sort of like letting it happen to some degree, but also like knowing that my perception is within my control. Anyways, I don't want to get too hippy dippy here, but anyway, it was really good. So I think that's why I love this trip so much. It's not just that we all got to spend time together and we had a lot of fun adventures, but I feel like from a mental health perspective it has been so good. Oh, see, this is the stuff I can't show in the vlog, but I want to talk about because it was hilarious. Like we do this like peekaboo game with Bubs, and it's the cutest thing because when he can't see our faces he's just like completely neutral, and then when we show our faces he just starts giggling. He's so happy, and we both thought that it was because we were his parents, and so he was reacting to us, and I was like, that is the cutest thing ever. It's so nice. But I had like a gut feel that it probably wasn't the fact that we're its parents, it's that it was something with eyes on it. So I tried doing the same thing with a little toy monkey, and he cracked himself up laughing at the monkey. So feeling a lot less special with the parent right now, but still loving the experience regardless. So I'm gonna sign off here. I'm probably gonna start tomorrow's vlog. I don't know when. I feel like tomorrow's gonna be super hectic, but I'm gonna try my best. I don't know if you noticed, some of the footage is like low quality, some of it is high quality. I try to shoot some of the footage on a DSLR, on a point and shoot, just because it's much easier when I'm vlogging at home to use a point and shoot than my mobile. But when I'm out and about, my mobile, which I'm using right now, is so much easier. So my vlogs are just gonna flip-flop between both footage types, and that's just how it is. Thank you so much. Okay, I will sign off because I really need to go to sleep soon and get my hair more dried. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is Celina reporting from Hobart. Back to internet.